Sometimes, when two people walk out of a storm, one comes out drenched and the other walks out shining. That's what happens most times. And tonight, my people, we must ask a difficult question. In this silent war between Regina Daniels and Ned Nwoko, who is truly drenched and who is walking out dry? Because what is happening right now in Nigeria is not ordinary. Okay? Club videos, secret meetings, jealousy, pride, $1 million deals, and quiet obsessions. Let's open up the story, my people. And just before I go into the story proper, please, I'm at home and someone just bought a flat downstairs and apparently they are busy renovating and putting tiles, marbles, and stuff like that. So please disregard the noise you hear, okay? I just have to do the video and I can't be waiting for them to finish forever. Okay, so let's go straight to the story proper now. The internet is buzzing again, and it has been buzzing ever since the challenge between these two people, emerged. So the internet is buzzing again, and once more, the storm has Regina Daniels' name in the center, not for scandal, not for controversy, but for something far more unsettling to the other party involved. It's about freedom. Yes, real, unbothered, glowing freedom. That's what we are talking about here. A few days ago, Regina was spotted at a club with one of the P-Square brothers. It looked like a harmless moment, a celebrity having a good time. But then it happened again, this time with her mother, a few family members, and the sisters, the very sister or friend now that Ned Nwoko once allegedly described as the little devil, Anne. Okay, I don't know why Ned Nwoko described that lady as the little devil. I don't know what that means, but then that is what is out there in the social media. That was exactly how Ned, referred to Anne. Okay, and that is where the tension begins. Okay, this second club outing between Regina Daniels, her mother, the little devil, Anne and the P-Square brother. Okay, so that's where the tension begins. Because when a person you once held close starts showing, confidence without you, when they begin to glow without your shadow, when life continues for them like they never knew silence or heartbreak, something in you begins to twist. Yes, now. When two people get problem, let's say two partners now, when love themselves so well, once that heartbreak don't enter, say if one party move on so quickly, and in that moving on, the other party, that very party now can they glow, can they shine, can they get this vibe of being unbothered. Say that's the pain the other party, right? And I can understand why this particular Regina's glowing is so painful because I'm a man, okay? So I know how this thing they work, okay? So some call that jealousy. Some may call that jealousy. Some may call it ego. Others will just call it fear. But let us be honest. Something is definitely shaking or allegedly shaking Ned Nwoko's table right now, especially with that club video that is out there in the social media. Even though he allegedly denies shouting Regina Daniels or wanting her back, the contradictions in his reactions refuse to stay quiet. If he does not care, why is he allegedly so bothered? Why the sudden interest or the continuous interest? Why the subtle digs, the jibes, the innuendos? Why the quiet agitation? These are the questions reverberating all over the social media right now. Is this the pain of losing someone you thought you could never, the person you thought could never walk away from you? Is it the pain of losing such a person? Or is this the humiliation of knowing Nigerians are watching the story unfold, watching the pride crumble, Watching the control sleep? Is that where the humiliation? Is that where the pain is coming from? These are the questions reverberating all over the social media. I'm not the one asking them. These are the feelers you get when you watch this avalanche of videos, about Ned Nwoko and Regina Daniels. Those are the vibes you see right there. So I'm not making this up. Because while Regina Daniels is in Lagos moving freely, smiling freely, dancing freely, Ned Nwoko is online, allegedly talking about youth empowerment, talking about values, talking about everything except the one thing that is clearly troubling him. Regina Daniels has moved on, and moved on loudly. Don't forget that in one of those meets that Pat Ned had with is it the K bikers or something like that? I watched that video where he was saying that I'm not here to talk about, he said, I'm here to talk about other things. I'm not here to talk about Regina Daniels. He mentioned Regina Daniels, even in that private, what is supposed to be his private conversation with that bikers association. So, and that gives one the vibe that, look, maybe that name Regina Daniels just cannot go out of his mouth. Those were the vibes because they didn't ask him. And he said his, wife smiling, and it was just fun saying that. Because like I said, you see, Regina has moved on, and moved on very, very loudly. And Nigerians can see it because the videos are out there. Social media smell the tension like perfume in a crowded room. The gbasgbos started immediately. Some said, sir, if you are truly unbothered, why mention a name in every interview? Another wrote, this man is slowly realizing Regina Daniels has no intention of returning. Another simply said, love has finished. Pride is what is remaining. But the retweets came from the rumors behind the scenes. Because according to Whispers Online, Regina Daniels' recent meeting with the P-Square brother may not just be for fun. They may be tied to $1 million movie deal being arranged by an American producer, allegedly. And P-Square is allegedly the middleman. So suddenly, everything begins to make sense right now. Her mother's presence, the secrecy, the lack of social media posts, the sudden freedom, the happiness, the confidence, the glow, everything is now beginning to make sense. For those of you who think that you were just clubbing for clubbing's sake, now you begin to understand that, look, it is for something much more than just clubbing. And that was why the mom was there. That was why most of our family members were there, including the little devil, as Ipap calls her, Anne. Okay. So if this rumor is true, then Regina Daniels is not just clubbing. Like I said, she's elevating, building, expanding, and stepping into a global space bigger than anything she's done before. And that, my people, is where the story grows teeth right now. Because another rumor, also unverified at this time, claims that Ned Nwoko may have gotten wind of the deal itself, and this has intensified his alleged irritation, jealousy, and silent fear. So if she becomes bigger, if she becomes richer, more global, if she becomes unstoppable, if she rises beyond his shadows, will he be able to handle it? This is the question a lot of people are asking at this time. No one knows. But what we do know is that the contradiction is very, very loud right now. He denies wanting her back, Abi, but his posts, his interviews, his subtle reactions say otherwise. He claims he's moved on, yet his actions suggest he has not fully let go. He insists he's unbothered, yet he allegedly pays attention to her every move. Meanwhile, Regina Daniels, she's floating. I tell you, that girl, he floats. She's floating peacefully, calmly, elegantly. A woman who has discovered that silence is sometimes the loudest clapback. She dances, she glows, she shows up with family, with joy, with peace, with purpose. Her life looks like the answer to a prayer whispered at midnight. And maybe, just maybe, that's what is hurting the most right now. But the real comedy of the situation came when Regina's club video dropped, like I said. And immediately, Ned's fifth wife, Lila, posted her own pictures with the caption, "With my lovely husband, when a man loves a woman, he will turn the world around to prove it." And Nigerians, trust Nigerians now, Nigerians did not allow her rest to. The moment she dropped that post, people started commenting. Someone commented, "Lovely husband? Is it the same man we are talking about?" Another one said, "Sis, this dress is crying. Why can't he upgrade your wardrobe?" Another person simply wrote, "When Regina was here, where were you? At the backstage, right?" So this saga has become competition of egos, a battle of if you post, I post. Can you imagine this? Can you imagine how our own dear senator, our own Regina Daniels, these are supposed to be, people, a lot of people look up to. Look at how they have reduced the whole thing to, to a sort of caricature, like if you post, I post. It's now a relay of rays of pettiness, a marathon of unnecessary reactions, a dance of pride and insecurity. And honestly, my people, it is becoming very, very embarrassing, I must say, at this juncture. Because at the end of the day, behind the captions, behind the glamour, behind the gbasgbos, there are two innocent children watching their parents fight battles that should have been handled with maturity. And my real concern is when they grow up and they go to the internet to see all this stuff right there, how would they feel? Are the parents thinking about this? After all, marriage is not by force. Co-parenting should not become a war zone. Healing should not be treated like a competition. And I tell you, my people, this whole conundrum has a lot of implications and lessons, and I will quickly run through some of them. Number one, freedom exposes the truth about relationships. The moment one person walks away, the other person's true emotions begin to surface. Number two, pride is louder than heartbreak. Many people pretend they are fine when inside something is cracking. Number three, children should never be dragged into adult battles. Both parties must learn to protect the emotional environment of their kids. Number four, growth is the sweetest revenge. Regina's glow is not loud. It is simply undeniable. Number five, and this is the last one, rumors should never be taken as facts until verified. We analyze, we discuss, but we do not conclude. Awake Africa TV does not support violence, bullying, or harassment of any sort, like we always say. We are just here to analyze, to educate, to tell stories, not to attack individuals. What do you think about this unfolding story that is never going to end soon? Please feel free to go to the comment section and leave your thoughts right there. And hopefully yours sincerely will meet you right there to take this conversation further. I'll be back soon. God bless you. Bye-bye.